So what I need our Lord to do is he is going to roll 1d20 for me.
Ooh.
Okay.
And if he has any intelligence, he can. I was going to say add intelligence to it.
Intelligence or modifier?
Intelligence modifier.
Okay.
It's +1, so it's an 8.
Okay, 8 plus 3 for the Fey Crossing is 10. This is the house.
Is it 11 or?
Sorry, 8. Sorry, yeah, 11. Yeah, my bad. I can't math today.
It's all good.
Math. This is what do they call it? The house fortune check. Basically, every month you roll an intelligence check and add any modifiers that your house stats give you. And this tells you how good or how badly or how poorly your house does. Let's see, so it's 11 plus 3 for the Fey, so it's 8 plus 3 for the Fey Crossing, that's 11.
Yeah.
1 for population, minus 2 for law, so it's a 10, a total of 10.
Okay. Average year. We're fine.
Yeah.
Not necessarily with me.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Our house gets smaller.
Yeah.
You cannot take any more land from us.
We don't have any.
I'm not going to take land from you, relax. Let's see here. No, that's a bit too far. I don't have these pages memorized. Damn it. Alright. No, it's not, it's not, your house does not stay stagnant. 12. It basically what happens is like either things will get better, things will get slightly better, things will get slightly worse. And and so on. Let me see here.
Does it get slightly better? Please tell me.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. All right.
50-50.
It is that. It is 50-50.
Yeah.
Gotta wait
Here's
the
the thing,
50-50.
it's not necessarily, a low roll is not necessarily bad.
Yeah, like honestly, we can't see the chart, so it's like if anything, we're just like, did we roll the good number?
Yeah.
Well, I'm looking. Well, here's the thing. Like, it's not like the lower you roll, the better. Like the low rolls, sometimes low rolls do have a good result.
Yes, of course.
Some high rolls have bad results.
Right.
You rolled a 10, so that means it's decline. You've had a bit of a tough month, so you pick any one stat and reduce it by 1.
Yuck. Nick.
But which stat do you want to reduce?
I think what makes sense, because like after the whole like scandal thing, right? With
a little bit.
I think influence -1 would make sense, because they're gonna be like, aha, look, they fucked up the marriage.
Influence -1. Good point. All right, so influence -1.
So
That's perfect.
27 now.
27 now, yes.
We're at 20.
Yeah.
All right.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah, that does. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking
I'll
of...
put it in their house history just so that we keep tabs on it.
Oh,
Alright,
it's
good.
already been updated by
Yes.
our DM, I believe. Someone altered it.
It's in the House Hywel
Yeah.
handout right now.
Yep.
So
Yes.
I'm putting it house history so we just know like why we got minus.
oh, House history. Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of the botched wedding, Isaac, please reduce your honor score by 1.
Ooh,
That's fair.
that's
Wow. That you know what? I was wondering how long it would take
Yes.
for my honor score to go into the negative.
Yes.
Didn't
Finn.
take long.
Didn't take
No,
long.
did not. Did not. Finn. Finn.
Okay.
Nothing happens to you. Just look at the pain that they're suffering and let that be a lesson to you.
Why would that be a lesson for Finn?
All right.
I kind of feel Finn got scot-free with this deal.
Yeah.
For now.
For now.
For now.
All right. So while Artos is trying to recover gracefully from the botched wedding, he gets a message.
Oh.
Ruh-roh.
He gets a message from the capital of Crownhold.
Nice.
Crownhold.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the name. That's the name I'm giving it to the capital.
Ooh, nice.
What you know about the capital is it's built on a series of lakes. Well, not a series of lakes, on a series of islands in the middle of a large lake.
Okay.
Like right up on the next to the shore of the lake, it's surrounded by the curtain wall. So if you get past it, you can't bring all your soldiers in all at
Yeah.
once.
That's
Due to the nature of the islands, they had to build upwards instead of outwards. So it's the buildings are pretty tall, and it's built in levels.
okay.
I'm not sure how to describe it. It's like
It's the
Almost-
typical lakeside city like you would build.
lakeside
up on.
cities are typically built like in if they're built in the lake, then they're built on stilts.
Yeah. So
This
it's not-
is more like almost like a sci-fi thing, you know?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like you know
I-
how like in those cyberpunk cities, like you get like those towers that just stretch up and up
Yeah,
with people
extremely
living in different
high.
levels.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Understood.
Yeah,
Very.
it's kind of like that, but for fantasy.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a very vertical city.
Yeah,
essentially.
they sprawled upwards. It's sprawled vertically. There's even like bridges and stuff connecting the different towers.
Okay.
Ooh,
just,
okay.
just
Wow.
one
Gotcha,
question.
gotcha.
Do they in the lake, inside the lake, the land they built up upon, do they have sort of like a, mountainy structure, like a hill, or do they have natural environments that supports that, or is it just purely man-made and
A bit of both, actually.
Okay.
It's like a mix of like being built on hills or mountains, and
Yeah.
plus the tower. Oh god, this is a very tall city.
Yeah.
Yeah, still, the only thing tall, the way that it's also built though, it's built so that the wall that you have the wall, and then you have, and everything steadily increases in height up until you reach the castle at the center. The
I
castle.
think
okay.
I have a reference. It kind
Yes,
of
if you
it kind
you've
of
read
feels like
Aragon.
the Princess. What I think it's Snow White and the Huntsman, or whatever, the movie with Charlize. Sorry.
I was actually thinking more like Shrek, the cat, like Farquaad's castle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean.
If you
Okay.
think Farquaad, if you think Duloc, basically that's what it looks
Yeah, it's very vertical. Okay.
like.
I
Very
see.
vertical.
Okay, I
Okay.
see what you mean.
And that's like Duloc is what the castle looks like.
Okay.
It stretches up 100 feet, over 100 feet into the air.
Okay.
That's,
Cool.
no, 100
Alright.
feet is actually a little low. It's a lot higher than 100 feet, but like the houses are, like the rest of the city stretches up hundreds of feet into the air. It's big. It's a big old tall city.
All right. So Artos got an invite, essentially.
Yes, let me read it, what it says. Let me find the note first. We avoid these bugs that keep getting in.
I think I'm putting it in Discord. It's similar to this, but in the middle of the lake and much higher.
Yeah, basically, yes.
Bridges connected with each other.
Yes, with the, like I said, with the almost like cyberpunk city in terms of like the way in terms of the way it's constructed, but it's fantasy. The foundations themselves are a combination of natural and man-made.
Nice.
Okay.
Interesting.
Hang on, where is my? Where did I put that name? Those names. Come on.
Oh my god. It just feels
Yeah, I know.
luxurious. And no. I'm just saying the background music just sounds luxurious.
Yes.
When we're laying back in our houses, just doing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, of course you are. It's
Oh, how many time has passed since the marriage? A few
About a
months
month.
or a month? Okay.
A month? Okay, cool.
God, I'm gonna get pissed on by all the nobles. Oh shit.
I guess like Isaac's just walking around,
Yeah.
waiting for something.
Yes,
plotting his next move.
You know what? I just I was trying to. I realized I had completely whiffed on the name of the of the royal house. But you know what? I'm going to stick with the Welsh theme here.
Mm-hmm.
Welsh. Look up a list of Welsh surnames.
Posh.
Oh,
Welsh name.
Cecil is Welsh. Welsh. Who would have thought? So is Griffin.
Griffin?
Griffith.
Griffin could be nice.
House Griffith.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's so hard to pronounce.
Yes. What a noble house. A noble house. Yes.
Yes, the best knights are called the Band of the Hawk.
I'm a little concerned now.
Hang on. Oh, actually, that's really help. Okay, give me a moment to figure out how to pronounce this name.
Take your time.
There. Alright, okay, so it's similar to, you've probably figured out, I am ripping off of Game of Thrones quite a bit. This includes the use of ravens to carry messages.
Nice.
I mean,
Love it.
It makes sense because ravens are quite smart.
Yep.
They have the intelligence of a 3-year-old human. They're quite smart.
You're smarty pants.
So, Lord Hywel, what are you doing when the message arrives? What are you doing?
If Artos is not handling sort of administrative matters, probably training.
Okay, so you are beating some poor training dummy to scrap when a guard comes up to you and says, "Message for you, sir."
Alright, give it here. And I'm gonna.
You take the little scroll, you unroll it.
Yeah.
It says, "To the noble houses of Immorta, greetings in the name of Queen Deanna Lewin, Her Royal Highness, Her Royal Highness. Her Grace has declared a tourney shall be held in the honor of the crown on the fields outside of Crownhold. It shall begin a month hence. All vassals of the crown are invited to attend and so honor their names."
Okay, I'm gonna go gather the boys. Isaac and I tell the guard please call for Isaac and Finn, please.
Oh,
Right.
Finn would already be alerted because usually this kind of message will have to go through him first. In case it's, it's my master's duty to take care of messages.
I mean, yeah, you know the thing, but
Yeah.
meeting. So we meet up. Yeah.
Isaac's probably just in the library, kind of reading some books, trying to think of his next move, and he goes, gets up.
And the guard pokes his head in and says, "Begging your pardon, sir, but his lordship wants to be speaking with you."
Right away. All right. And I will start making my way over to Artos.
The band has been put together, and Artos has read you the message. 1 month from now, you are expected to be at Crownhold. There's a tournament on.
Well, this seems like a very interesting opportunity.
An opportunity indeed.
Well, what do you think, Artos?
I have a question. How long does it take to get from House Hywel to the capital?
If you follow established roads, about a month.
Oh, we have to leave soon.
You have to leave in about a few days.
Artos is just a bit concerned because we'll take a month's travel, and he's also wondering who do we bring along.
You have your Foxhound Knights. It's a great time for them to get some honor and glory.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Oh, that's true. We kind of, stride on in with the boys, the cavalry. Although I'm a bit worried about our
Defense, yeah.
the defense, right?
You have
Because,
scouts, a garrison, and archers. As long as they don't leave
Yeah,
the
they can-
castle, they'll be fine.
Yeah, they can last probably, and we can
Yeah.
probably mark as fast. Yeah, okay, I think that makes
Unless
sense.
you have
So
your Castle and Darren, who will be more than able to hold a siege. If absolutely necessary, they can always run away through the fake crossing.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, no worries. So Arthos just kind of just says, "We have to leave soon."
Is there anybody else you want to bring with you, though?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Out of all of the household members, so it's gonna be a gathering. There's gonna be a tournament. Right?
It's
Yes.
gonna be a banquet. You
There's also going to be banquets. You can also. Oh, I just remembered. We forgot to add one important household member that should probably come with you.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned this last time.
No, I did not mention this last time. The alchemist. The house
Oh.
alchemist acts as basically the doctor.
yeah.
We also try to figure out how to.
Who's
How,
our
no, so
house
I,
alchemist?
yeah. So
We
who is
don't-
your house alchemist?
Good question.
I don't
Yo,
think
Finn, you probably work with this person a lot. Who is it?
Yeah, Finn.
You're like, no, I don't want to do this.
no. Actually, if you bring that
I mean,
up,
Out of all of us, I think Finn
Yeah.
would probably interact with the alchemist the
Yes,
most, right?
100%. I agree
yeah,
with
Finn
that.
would, like some would say, Finn studied under the alchemist.
Mm.
That would be Mina, actually.
Nina.
Okay, wow, she was always there.
Yeah, she's always there.
All right.
Ah,
so
yes,
Mina,
our good
she
friend
is-
Mina.
Mina. And she is how old?
Let's see. As a half, I didn't set the background really clear. But I would say she's around
Make her-
like 40 something, 41 maybe.
Okay, 41. And if you have a personality for her,
Yeah. She's the mama figure. So, you know, the one who's always caring and, you know, tells everybody to eat on time, probably take care of the household, like sometimes if she has
Yeah,
a moment.
she's an alchemist. She's an
Yeah.
alchemist.
She would just
Yes.
go around like just
Oh, very maternal. Very
Yes.
maternal. Okay.
Colonel.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
caring. A little bit too caring for a rogue leader. So but
yes.
That's an interesting switch. I kind of like that.
All right. All right. It's time to. So now that you've gotten your, you've got them. Anybody else you want to bring? You got your foxhounds. You got your.
I was thinking, should we bring Maximilian? He's the, you know, persuasive people person type, you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
but he's the steward of the castle, though.
Yeah, he's the one who's going to be in charge while you're gone.
That is
Yeah.
Because
Alright.
during the month that you're.
We
that you're
could
taking-
bring. I mean, we could bring Galahad. I
He's coming
mean,
with.
Oh, he is already coming
going
with?
with.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's part of the foxhounds.
Oh, he is
Yeah.
part of the
Yeah,
Foxhounds.
he's the
Yes.
leader. We need to lead. We need to leave someone that could lead the group of, you know, our army,
Yeah.
our military in case of emergency. So
Castle and
Owina
Darren
is,
Hywel.
yeah, Owina's not.
Yeah,
gonna
we have
come.
Darren.
Yeah, you have your house. This is. You see why I'm telling you told you to get your household in order.
Yeah. No, like I'm looking at the list right now, right? And I'll just say I still think obviously, you know, Maximilian should stay, right? Castellan I think should stay
Yeah.
personally.
Right.
I don't think there's much reason to bring Tara because, you know, she's a
No.
priestess. She probably wants to just stay at the shrine.
Yeah.
She's also
Um,
half blind. She can't. She
Yeah.
tends to panic if she's outside of
Right.
out of places she doesn't know.
Right. So, Owena, well, dodges responsibility.
Owena's coming with.
Oh, she
Yeah,
is?
because
Oh,
she's,
she is?
Leader
she's
of
the
the
head.
foxhounds.
Yeah, she's the head of the foxhounds.
Well, that's what I mean. It's
Wait,
like if
isn't
half of this
Galahad?
list,
I
half
thought-
of this list is already half
Yeah.
of this list is already coming. Then I really don't think we need to bring any other,
Yeah.
you know, any other people.
Yeah.
Personally,
Yeah, we're good.
Alright.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that's it.
Yeah.
That settles it.
Yeah. Yeah, after we sort of talk about who's coming along and who's with, I think I will just like have like a thing ready, tell one of the guards to inform Owena and Galahad and the foxhounds and Mina.
Mina's already with me, so yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
All right. So you're coming. So you load up and go.
All right, ready.
Yeah. Take the wrong road through the mountains over to the other side. It's largely uneventful. However, as you get close, Isaac, you are starting to become plagued by a strange dream.
Oh.
You see, you have a stronger connection to magic than most people. Even Finn's connection to magic is not that strong. Yep. Finn, so that means you're getting affected in very strange ways by it. One of those ways is sometimes you have bizarre dreams.
Hey.
Now, before I get going, I need to figure out how the heck do I stop this?
I think it's just stop. Or yeah, there you go.
No, here's the thing. It has to be controlled from an external console. I can't control it in Discord.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Crap.
Yeah. It's a problem. It's a problem. Now, I need to find the right music. I need to pull out my list of eerie music again for this.
Okay. Interesting. He has connection to dreams.
It's also part. Well, here's the thing about that connection. This isn't something you can rely on.
Yeah.
Right.
This is more of a plot point for me.
Okay.
It's also it's just like a plot point that I can bring up. It helps me give you plot points, basically. It also is meant to show like the bizarre nature of magic. Like magic is a force that even in this world is not truly understood. It's known, it's used, but they don't really get how it works. It acts in very strange ways.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Witcher world. They know how to use it, but if you talk details, that it's much of a weird situation. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right, I will keep that.
Make a note of that.
I will make a note of that.
Yeah, let me see. You know what? Perfect. This is perfect. Let's see if Chief will play this. Ooh, wait, I can skip ahead? No, I can't skip ahead. Oh, I can. Okay. It's a bit. Sorry, this is a new bot I'm using, so I'm still figuring it out.
Okay, man. Don't worry about it.
All right. So, as for your dream, Isaac, you're just dreaming. You're sitting at a table. You're sitting at a small table. And across from you is a dark-haired, gray-skinned tiefling with red eyes. It's, everything around you is like gray and blurry. But this tiefling woman just holds out a silver goblet that's studded with emeralds, and she just whispers to you, "Have a drink." And when you look inside, you see that it's filled with a liquid that you initially think is blood, but judging by the smell, is probably tomato juice.
Tomato juice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I sniff the drink. Does it have that kind of smell to it?
Yeah, it smells like tomato juice.
I kind of smile and go, "I much prefer wine, but this will do." Take a swig.
You sip and it tastes. When it comes in, it's funny because it smells like tomato juice, but it tastes like pomegranates. But as you drink, like it causes a terrible stomach pain, and you drop the goblet, and it splashes the wine across the floor.
Ouch.
And when you do, you see in the wine, instead of your reflection, you see a blonde human woman, pressing, like her hand is just like covering her mouth, and she's looking on with horror and sorrow at something that you can't see. And that's when you wake up.
I wake up.
Yes.
A blonde human.
Hmm.
Did this complete strangers, both of them, right?
Yes, you have no clue who they are.
And I'm assuming in the room itself and what they were wearing, there was no iconography of any kind that would have any relevance or anything like that. They were just wearing like typical clothing, stuff like that.
Noble clothing, yes.
Okay. All right. I guess a little bit unnerved. Kind of look around, try and get back to sleep. It takes me a little while because Isaac's trying to figure out what that all means.
All right. All right. As you go, as you continue on, you become aware of a smell. You become aware of a smell of like something, a smell of death. Something has. All of you. This is all of you, by the way.
Okay.
But you become aware that like you smell something has been killed nearby.
Oh, okay.
Should we... Finn, you want to go investigate that?
Scout ahead. So.
All right, so Finn, I'd like you to make a stealth check.
Stealth? Okay.
Yes, please.
Natural
nice.
fucking 20.
Yes, you're invisible. Perfect. Let's get your 20s out of the way so you can roll ones on the critical checks.
Yeah, social encounters is not my forte, so.
Yeah. All right, but yeah, Finn, you slip on ahead, and you discover a little ways off the road, a small camp, and the inhabitants appear to have been massacred.
Okay. Do I see any, sign of survivors around?
No, the only thing you see are a half a dozen wolves picking at the remains.
Alright. I will sneak back and tell the others. There has been a massacre. I don't know what caused it. I haven't checked too deep into the details yet. So, do we want to get involved?
A massacre of like
Humans?
It looks like a small camp of about 5 people.
Yeah. So, not a massacre. More like a,
Just like
highway murder situation, some kind.
I think
Artos, I wouldn't mind at least just taking a glance at it. It might be nothing, and if it's nothing, then we can continue on. I don't know, curiosity is...
Maybe some poor peasants. Or maybe there's a murder mystery to solve.
I mean, Artos just says, he thinks about it for a moment, and he does say to Isaac, like, a look will not hurt. If there are chances that dangers are around the road, then we must be prepared.
Yes, let's just say I've been having premonitions. Doesn't hurt to... Perhaps I will tell you more later, but for the time being, I think it's our priority to at least figure out if this is just a simple matter or something a little bit more complicated.
Alright.
I nod. I look at the foxhounds and I just tell them, split into groups and patrol the area. Tell us if you find anything more.
Yep.
Right. Yep, sir. And they proceed to begin patrolling in pairs of 2.
Alright.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Alright,
I'll lead the way.
go to the crime scene.
All right, you go to the crime scene and you see the wolves are still picking at it. There's about a half a dozen of them.
I am going to pull out my lute, play a little ditty, dun, da, 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 and I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
All right.
And
Lucas.
yeah, I'm going to look at the wolves and say, "Enjoying the meal, boys?"
Our food. Go away.
Well, the food is yours. I'm just curious. Did you perhaps see who caused this wolf slaughter? No, not at all.
We found it as is.
How long ago did you find it as is?
Question. 5 minutes ago. I don't know. Time is weird.
What is time?
What is time?
Time is a concept of human perception.
Yeah.
It cannot be objectively measured.
Wow, these wolves appear to be very intelligent.
Philosophical wolves. I like it.
I walk over to Artos and I say, "Well, I just had a little chat with our wolf companions here. They said they found the body recently. This could be a recent killing."
Well, Finn just said to Ardos, if we don't kill the wolves, or at least shoot them away, I can't look deeper into the details. Because, they're eating.
Oh, you want to? Yeah, that's true. You want to investigate the bodies.
If I could, they are eating the details as we speak. So.
Finn, you take a look. You realize this. You probably would not learn much. Other predators have been along before you.
Wait, so multiple?
These guys, they're scavengers. These guys are scavengers. It looks like ravens, for example, took the succulent eyeballs.
Okay.
Something else ate their faces.
Then it might be longer than the wolf said, because...
Yeah, they found it.
Yeah, they found it.
They said they came across it.
Okay.
So they've probably been dead for a little longer.
Okay.
I mean, I just tell Finn to check the camp itself, like possessions, because if the possessions are gone, it could be robbery. If not, then it's different.
Yeah.
All right, make a persuasion check then, Isaac, if you want to convince these wolves to stand aside and let you look.
Or they can still eat their meal.
Listen. I will gladly convince these. Now, my wolf companions. I'm sure there is much better game in the woods to be found and conquered. I will take my reliable talent of 19.
Nice.
That's the wolves are going to say, no, this is the first good meal we've had in a while.
I just kind of wave towards Isaac,
if you want to look at it, you can.
Ooh, okay.
That's all I ask. That seems like more than a fair compromise.
Can't we just give them some of the food we have?
No.
I'm afraid that they want. Let's say they want their food a little bit bloody.
No, a half a dozen human bodies is more than anything you can give them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, then I guess we'll just,
Well, if they're gonna let me look at the bodies, I'm gonna look at the bodies.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna look at the bodies.
All right. Make a medicine check if you want to try to identify anything behind what the wolves have left.
Medicine's not my greatest stat. Oh, my good friend Finn, are you better in medicine?
Well, I would say...
You can just say no.
No. I would say...
All right. I roll up my puffy sleeves, crack my knuckles, and
I was trying to do investigation, though, but, do you? Nice. 16.
16, not bad.
You have 16, actually higher checks than me, so...
Yes.
Same here.
But with this, first thing you know is that the animals didn't kill them.
That much is certain.
These men were killed by swords, and judging by their appearance and the fact that their weapons are still in their scabbards, they were killed in their sleep.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's a bit concerning.
Yep.
Yes. Additionally, there is nothing that was taken.
So not
Really?
bandits.
Yeah.
It's not bandits then.
It was not bandits, no.
Do they have a sigil, like any sort of coat of arms, if they were?
Yeah, the group.
No,
Do they
it
have
looks-
distinctive,
it looks-
you know, markings and
It-
such?
Yeah.
You take a look. It looks. No, these were more like mercenaries.
Okay.
Okay, that's mercenaries. Okay, but they're not like any specific type of mercenary, right? Nothing that's like well known.
No, just probably like a small group. Mixed bag. There's
Mixed
like I said,
bag.
there's half a dozen of them. There's 3 humans, 2 hobgoblins, and a tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of look at Artos and I say, well, I have some theories as maybe what possibly could have happened. Simply put, maybe these mercenaries were hired to do a job, and perhaps a certain faction did not take kindly to that, wanted to clean them up. Regardless, I think honestly we should keep moving, and we should make sure we have people
Yeah.
doing proper night watches while we make our way closer to Crownhold.
Artos
Look.
nods. He just. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say to Artos, shall we continue, or do you want us to investigate further?
I mean, even though he does want to check into it, because it's something that he doesn't like to leave like unknown,
Mm-hmm.
because it might come back. But Artos just says like, there's not much to find here anyway. The animals should have eaten most of the bodies, and it's been probably a while since this happened. We won't find much. Actually, what's in their possessions? Like, it's there, but like, what's
Alright.
what possessions do they have?
Yeah.
Half a
Yeah.
dozen long swords, half a dozen sets of leather armor. 10-day show rations, tent, bedroll. Actually, no tents, just a half a dozen bedrolls, and that's about it, really.
I don't think we really have the capacity to just take all of that, so we should just leave it.
We should just leave it, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
We already
Plus,
well
it-
armored, so well armed.
Yeah.
We will do all right. I suggest we continue on our journey.
Yeah, we leave and just keep note. I tell Owena, who might be still with us, to gather the rest of the patrol so we
Alright,
can leave.
yeah. Olena gathers them, and she just says, Lord Artus, if I may make a suggestion, let's not camp for the night.
Not this night. Yeah.
Let's go find an inn.
Yeah.
Artos nods and just says, "Good idea."
I mean, we can always just the inns are typically walled in with a small stockade, especially this far out in the wilderness, and they should have plenty of room for us to camp on the grounds.
He nods, but he kind of just remarks like to Owena that it's like, wow, you want to go through the night marching?
No, they're not. She wants to. We're going to spend the night in an inn, basically.
Fair enough.
Like she said, inns are typically surround on a road like this because this is still a fantasy world and there are monsters running around.
Yeah.
And not necessarily like the humankind, but like owlbears and stuff. They're fortified. They have small fortification, like they have a stockade built around it. They're more like small armed camps than inns the way you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fair. Then I guess we should go find an inn then where we can rest.
Sounds like a plan.
Still, we probably need to march for longer, so that's not an unquestionable doubt. Like from Ardos to Owena, it's like, normally.
Listen, we got horses.
Normally
We'll
she
be
wouldn't want
fine.
to, but it's the situation requires.
All right. All right. As you go along, and as luck would have it, as the sun goes down, you see the stockade that marks the location of an inn.
All right.
It's built just like a little ways off the side of the road. Stay out of the way. Make sure that that traffic can get by. So you turn off into it. You see it's fairly crowded.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say. Fairly crowded. There's like about half a dozen. There's about there's about 24 people there right now. So you're probably the largest party.
Mm-hmm.
You're probably the largest party here. So
do we
how do you go about this?
Just want to ask, from the glimpse of it, do we see like they might be, contestant to the event?
Like other vassals?
Yeah.
Are they
From
like
other like forces from other, noble houses.
Other houses.
See, do we see that, or are they just normal,
travelers, like
travelers
vagabonds. Stuff like
travelers or farmers from the nearby farms.
So not potential threats.
No potential threats. I think honestly we need to just get some warm food in our bellies, and possibly maybe I'll have a talk with Artos about something in private.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right.
But as Finn's duty, he still needs to verify that. So yeah.
I mean, Artos might ask Finn to see if he can gather any information about the mercenaries, or like maybe what jobs are around,
underground,
like the mercenaries.
Yeah.
So, underground stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So who's going into the tavern?
Well, Isaac is going in.
All right, Isaac. Hang on.
Just so the DM knows, Finn's gonna because Ardos, has a fair point. Finn's gonna go to the town. Well, if there is even a town to start with.
There's no town.
Just the tavern.
It's just the inn. It's the inn. You got and the stockade around it. That's it.
Okay. So then
it's like a road stop.
Yeah, it's a road stop. So nothing much to Probably the best bet is
you could investigate around the outside, see if you noticed anything.
All right. Okay. In that case, Finn, make an investigation check. See what you notice outside.
Right.
By the way, Artos will accompany Isaac because I think we need to settle accommodations.
Yeah. All right. Finn, with a 6.
Nope.
You examine and you see footprints going into and out of the inn stockade.
You've solved the mystery.
Yes.
Something happened. Somebody clearly passed by here, although you can't tell who. So as Finn chases that dead end, Artos and Isaac enter the inn. And like I said, there's about 24 people here. They're just it's a small inn. It's nothing to really write home about, but it's clean. So how do you want to go about this?
I look at Artos and I say, do you want me to order something for us to eat, or simply just get a bed?
Let's settle our accommodations first.
Very well. I will go over to the barkeep and see if I can get us a room or two.
The barkeeper is
for everyone.
For everybody. We have a lot of people.
You don't have enough room. They don't have enough room for everybody. It's not that big.
Okay.
Yeah. But as you go to see the barkeeper is this fat fellow. He does have his arm. He has an ample belly, but his arms are hard. He knows how to fight. He's used his muscles, and he has a sword at his side. He's also looks to be in about his 60s. He's a fairly old fellow. So as you approach, he says, "Oh, hello. Welcome to Dag's Inn. My name is Dag. What can I do you for?"
Well, to be perfectly honest, we'd like to acquire some of your rooms for the evening.
Well, I'm sorry, sir. I only have one room you're gonna have to share.
One room will be enough, at least for my friend here. Just so you know, we will have a couple of individuals outside of your tavern. They will not cause any trouble. Scouts on.
Okay. All right. So Room for a night. That'll be 5 silver. Gold if you want dinner. 4 gold piece if you want dinner with the room.
I think we can afford some good food tonight, don't you think, Artos?
Artos nods and just says, "Does that extend to the rest of those outside?"
Not unless they pay. Food ain't cheap, you know.
So, like, how many nights do we have?
You have, let's see, you got 20 nights.
5 silver times 20, that will be like 10 gold. Okay, I think we have to not do that. We're good. I'll just eat dinner with like... Yeah, so like people
We'll
get
just
to eat
camp
good dinner,
outside.
I guess. Yeah.
Well, I'm staying inside.
Okay.
So you guys can sit in the mud. Isaac, he's used to travel, but he likes being in comfortable places, so he wants to get a room.
Yeah, he nods and just says, "A gold will do then."
Yeah. And, Artos, you don't mind if I speak with you in the quarters in private, if you don't mind?
Of course.
Alright, we get the room, and I just want to go talk to Artos very quickly. So, can we go up to the room? Do we get a key, or...?
No, you don't.
It's just go to the room, it's yours?
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
Basically, yeah, it's yours for the night. You think Dag would probably just chase you out on if you insist on overstaying. But yeah, you go up there, and you are now in the room. What do you do?
I sit down on a chair or a bed or wherever, and I go, Artos, I did want to have a quick discussion with you. Just a possible conundrum I'm having.
The premonitions, yes.
Yes. And I'm trying to obviously, keep you informed with any new, predicaments that might be coming our way. And I try and describe the dark-haired, gray-skinned tiefling I saw in my dream, and see if that rings any bells with Artos.
Alright, not immediately. Artos, make a history check.
I will inspire Artos.
Alright, Artos has been inspired. Make a history check, my lord.
Ooh,
16.
1d6, right?
Yeah.
For
20. Nice.
you think about the details of this dream, and it occurs to you that there might actually that this tiefling woman, you don't know the name. You can't recall the name, but tiefling, and in particular the goblet that she was holding, actually suggest to you a house, a particular family.
Is there any other family of tieflings aside from Hywel?
There's plenty of families.
Okay.
Alright,
Well,
you're not
tiefling.
unique.
Sorry, tiefling
Yeah.
families. So there are
Yes.
plenty of tiefling families? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Okay, I tell Isaac that this tiefling of yours is probably a nobleman of one of the many houses.
Yes.
Noble woman, sorry. A noble
No,
woman of...
no, you think you know which house, so that's the thing.
Oh, which house? Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Like you said, the reason that the goblet was just the way he described the goblet, it reminded you of a heraldry of another house, of another tiefling house that you happen to know of.
Okay.
And with a history check of 20, which beats the DC that I set, you know which house.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
The house is called House Lucas, Lugus.
Lugus.
Yes. Their heraldry is a silver goblet studded with emeralds on a black field.
Okay, silver goblet with emeralds on a black field. Okay.
Yeah.
I mentioned to
Yeah, you mentioned
The
this.
yeah, the goblet
Image.
is of House Lugus.
It's
Oh, Lugus.
Yes.
Interesting.
What you know about House Lucas is that it boasts one of the largest families in Immorta. It has a seemingly endless supply of siblings, cousins, children, uncles, aunts, bastards, grandbastards, great bastards, and even more bizarre and distant relations. It is a colossal family, but unfortunately the house itself is small. So this means that the Lucas family history is replete with murders, brawls, abductions, disappearances, banishments, taking your leaves, and other acts that are best left undescribed. The song "100 Feet of Red, Red Rope" chronicles the demise of the old Lord Targan Lucas, and it's left unsung by any bard within 100 leagues of the House Lucas, unless of course the bard desires a reenactment. House Lucas, you do know they received a warning from the Baron that you guys need to stop killing each other, or I'm going to stop it myself. So for the most part, they have counted their blessings and have abated their kin-culling ways. Since they cannot brawl with each other openly, they have taken to learning just enough of history and politics to make them crafty and treacherous, although the restraint does not suit them very well.
I thought it was gonna be like the Fight Club.
No,
Don't talk about it, but we do it.
We don't talk about Fight Club.
no.
It's more that they have now instead of doing things very publicly that are shitty, they've found ways of like doing it subtly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still shitty.
That's probably a good way, but they're also learning very quickly that, hey, if we learn to do this subtly, perhaps if we can't kill each other, maybe we can use this to go after somebody else.
Okay.
But it's very difficult for that. At least that's the thought of the current lord. But as he's discovered, it's very difficult to stop the old habits of killing each other.
No. Yikes.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
The current lord of the house is a man named Conrad Lucas. Conrad. Yep.
Conrad Lucas.
Right there. He is the second, and proving the fecundity of the Lucas line, he is the second of 11 brothers and 6 sisters.
Oh god. Ooh. Okay.
Yes, just to give you an idea how colossal this family is.
Gotcha.
His older brother died under mysterious circumstances, and his older brother's children have all renounced their claim on the title of ruler of House Lucas, and have traveled out to the Seven Forts for reasons of health. They said.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Health.
Yes.
Health.
Yes, health. For reasons of health.
Yeah. Well, personal perseverance is part of a health issue,
Yes.
So.
Personal preservation. Yes.
Yeah.
So they
Like that line. It's like that line from Jack 2, which is like going against Conrad might be considered unhealthy.
Yes.
Yes. But yes, he has held his position through a combination of threats, bullying, and occasional violence. They are not particularly trustworthy people. The one thing you can trust them to do is stick an axe in you.
Yep.
The only question is whether they're going to stick it in your back or more likely in your face.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. Isaac kind of, actually, after Artos explains who they are, Isaac kind of goes, I had a premonition of someone from House Lucas, possibly poisoning another noble woman. It's just a thought. Just a thought. I would assume that there's probably going to be a lot going on at at that festival we are about to head to.
It's a tournament first. So
tournament.
I mean, I mean, there's really no difference. A tournament for Immorta is basically like what a rock concert would be for us.
Right.
Or even like a festival. It's big. It's everybody loves a good tournament.
People. It's just
just
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question. So, assuming that Isaac described the noblewoman getting poisoned, I assume I don't know who that is because of my role. Despite it, or
make another history check. This one's going to be slightly easier because
I will inspire him.
All right, 18. All right, what's
the inspiration?
What's the inspiration do?
D6.
No.
22. You don't know about the blonde human. You don't know about her. The dark-haired tiefling, however, is named Marissa Lucas.
Maurice. How do you spell that?
I shall spell it for you.
Marissa
Lucas.
Double S. Okay.
Yeah, she is the second eldest daughter of Lord Conrad. Second eldest. The eldest daughter has been wedded off to another. Was married off as part of an alliance.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, Marissa was initially wedded off, but her husband died of a fever a few months later. She was married a year later. Her second husband, she was with her second husband when there was an accident. Part of the castle came loose, fell on top of him, and squashed him flat. Her third husband rode off on a hunt one day and never came back. Oh. Marissa has not married since, and she has been called the Black Widow due to the deaths of her first two husbands and the mysterious fate of the third.
Yeah, I explained Marissa. I'm gonna just ask Isaac. This dream worries me. Why do you think you have this dream?
Isaac gets a little bit sheepish, and he says, I don't really like to talk about it, but I have a little bit of connection with magic that is a little bit... It's different. It's hard to describe. It has a little bit to do, I think, maybe with my upbringing. Sometimes I like to think that these premonitions are, simple guidance from... He kind of holds on to a little necklace around his neck that's got a crescent moon on it from the Silver Lady. At least that's what I like to believe. If anything, it's as much of a mystery as it is to me as it is to you.
He sort of just says, well, I didn't mean to pry. I rather ask that, what do you want to do about your premonition?
Well, definitely I want to consider it as a warning about this Marissa Lucas. I think if we do end up at the tournament and we do end up meeting with the Lucas family, we definitely want to keep an eye on her. Now, this might sound a little bit cruel. Well, not cruel. I don't know how to describe it. If Marissa Lucas is attempting to poison this noblewoman, and if we were to prevent that from happening, we may be able to...
gain favor.
Exactly. I think it is in our best interest to try and prevent this from happening. I don't know.
I see. Then I want you to coordinate with Finn to gather information on this. With the Lucas family and how volatile they may be, I'm sure there's more than enough family members that want her dead.
I would most certainly assume so. Alright, very well. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Thank you, Artos. I appreciate you.
Freudian slip there, Finn?
No, I didn't. I may have Freudian slipped one of my words by accident. Don't worry about it. Nobody heard it.
He does say, though, he does give a warning that do not do anything. Like, don't Like, don't assassinate her when like she didn't do anything yet, right?
Look,
Like-
I do look at Artos and I say, listen, I am aware that sometimes my tactics can be a little bit devilish in nature. I will try and
Both
resist
you
the
and Finn.
Oh no, Finn!
If you
just,
want my
Finn just do the most, direct way.
Yeah.
It's not
You say that. You
devilish.
say that to Isaac, and Isaac looks at Artos and say, "I would personally like to say that Finn's view of morality is a little bit different than mine. However, I will pump the brakes and not do anything rash until we have all the information that we require."
All right.
Then
By the way,
then
Finn's
so
not
be
there.
it.
Just saying.
Yeah, we'll go down.
Yeah.
Like Finn. Yeah. Wait, I think you wanted. I asked you to like look into the mercenary thing.
Yeah.
like the
So
underbelly.
Finn's not there.
Yeah.
Finn's not there. Just saying.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're going to be looking around, huh? You're going to be asking questions, Finn?
Yeah. Like I know I rolled a poor, stats on normal
Investigation check.
investigation, but I just want to ask because I have the background, ears to ground. Can I,
Okay.
try to at least try to contact some of the people underground? I know leaving marks. Try to say, okay, I would like to meet up. There's something I would like to discuss. Is that possible?
Not this far out in the boonies, no.
Okay, so no. So yeah, it's a wild goose chase for Finn.
Yeah.
While you guys
All
are
right. Okay. One last question for Lord Arthos. Do you and actually for all of you, does everybody display the house coat of arms openly, or do you conceal it?
I think we conceal it. I don't want to.
Yeah, no. We are in
No.
a group that's heading towards a competition. Not what would Finn would suggest. To do it openly, because
Yeah.
who knows? Anything.
I mean, Isaac doesn't really show much as far as like iconography with the house. He has a lot of iconography with Saloon and the Silver Lady, but other than that, he doesn't really carry a whole lot of symbology with the house on his apparel.
Okay. All right, that's fine. So as you guys are settling into getting your meal, the girl, and I do mean girl, she's like 14 years old. She comes up to you, serves you up, she says, "So you guys heading to take place in the big tournament that's going on in Crownhold?"
Wait.
We got it's over,
So,
guys. It's over.
No, I just want to ask.
Are you with them?
Is
Are you
Finn
going to take part?
there?
Are you helping them out?
Sorry,
Um,
DM. Is Finn there, or is he still doing the wild goose chase? Just wondering.
I'd say at this point you
Probably stopped, took a
Okay.
break, and are probably with us.
Yeah, you probably came back inside.
Hey.
Yeah. So
I look at the little girl. I want to make an insight check on this little girl.
make an insight check. Go right
Oh
ahead.
my god, this is what we've come to.
That's a solid 12.
Our
That's
master
enough to know that
plan.
she's just chatty.
Yeah.
They don't get really that many foreign visitors or large parties here, so
Isaac says, well, let's just say we might be heading in that direction. I will be going there myself, for I am quite the performer.
oh, that's great. That's great. Are you guys going to be participating? Are any of you participating?
I kind of give Artos a look and kind of let him lead the response.
Arthos just says, yes, I will be participating.
Oh, good. By the way, word of warning for you. If you go up against a group of knights called the Foxhounds from House Hywel, you need to be careful. Apparently, those guys are butchers. They attacked a couple of farms on House Danet's lands, and they just completely slaughtered everything. Like it's a bad scene. It was a bad scene, man. Unfortunately, they weren't too smart. One of them left behind their shield, so the heir for Lord Danet, Adam, he's taking the shield to Crownhold. He plans to show it to the Queen and demand justice.
Wait.
But yeah, if they're participating, you need to be like real careful. Those guys, they're savages, man. Like they're gonna kill you.
Finn
Isaac
Happy?
is sipping his drink and just going, okay.
Finn messages.
Wait, did we raid any farms lately?
No,
we haven't, right?
Not at all.
Not to your knowledge.
No, not right.
Yeah.
This is clearly somebody's trying to
To plant the evidence.
very, very bad light. Yeah, Isaac screaming internally. It's like, can something go right for us for once?
Arthos kind of just like tries to keep his composure and just say, what else do you know about the foxhounds of Hywel?
Surprise Pikachu look.
I kind of tell Finn like under my breath. It's like I just kind of tell him,
No.
like,
Finn
to
messages
sneak
you.
out.
Finn
Oh, yeah,
messages
okay, message,
you
what do you tell me?
saying stay just straight face. Don't respond with your look because it can reveal something.
Yeah.
So,
I kind of message Finn like, please tell everyone, like all the foxhounds to have to kind of just hide anything that would make them look like foxhound for a bit.
Finn will just respond saying, "Don't worry, we didn't bring any symbols with us, but I'll do the double check." Yeah.
Okay, man, that's good. Oh my god.
I look at the little girl and I just say, so this attacked by these very, very awful people. When did this occur?
Oh, I don't know. It occurred, she thinks for a moment, and the DM also thinks for a moment. It occurred about, I want to say like, 2 or, like about a week ago, I'd say.
A week ago?
Oh,
No, wait. We've been traveling for at least weeks now, right?
Yeah, I know, like, I've heard that, like, House Hywel is, like, located down, but they got, like, those, they get those fancy horses of theirs, and plus, you know, she looks around, leans in, and just whispers, "Hey, magic."
Oh, magic.
You know, they get, like, all
I love this so much.
They got, like, all that like, creepy, like, fae boogaboo stuff, you know? Like, you know how, like boggles can, like, reach in and steal things? You think the foxhounds are able to, like, travel great distances quickly?
Yes, it is quite a mystery how the foxhounds are able to travel.
But yeah, anyway, like I said, be careful. I don't want you guys to get hurt or anything.
I appreciate the fair warning. He's still rubbing his temple, just going like, thank
Are
you.
you okay? Do you have a headache?
This one is not sitting with me very well. You know, nothing is wrong with it. It's just, perhaps...
Oh, I see. You can't watch your liquor. That's fine. And then she just takes it and just downs it for you.
the 14-year-old girl?
There's
Yeah.
14. Oh, shit!
Yes. She says, don't tell my parents.
Your secret is safe with me. Thank you, little one.
I have a question. Who's the person that got attacked for the farms?
House
Just double check.
House Danis. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Tight.
Now, you know who House Danet is, Lord Arthos.
Oh god.
You've had problems with them in the past.
Of course, sons of bitches. Sorry.
Yes, not necessarily gone to open war, but House Danet has been plagued by problems. They've had plagues, like literal plagues. They had blights destroying their crops and killing their peasants. They've had they've had problems with the Fae. Since House Hywel is known to associated with Fae, they have laid the blame for a lot of these problems at your feet. The last meeting with Lord Danet's representative devolved into something of a screaming match. A lot of doors were slammed that day.
Right.
Fair enough.
The Lord of House Danet is Alfred Danet. He was once upon a time a good warrior, but the troubles his house has suffered has withered him. His wife died in an accident when one of the towers of their castle collapsed.
Oh.
He is the youngest of 6 brothers, and all of those brothers died in battle like years ago, and it wasn't an easy death either. Like some of them had wounds go septic, some of them died under the surgeon's knife as the surgeon tried to save them. Only like one of them had an easy death, and that was because he was split in half from crown to crotch.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
So pretty much they all were, casualties of war. Essentially.
Yeah. He's done everything to try to maintain the appearance of strength and well, even as his house crumbles around him. The most recent straw, the last straw for one of the more recent developments, though, had nothing to do with you. They recently suffered a scandal, a bit of a minor scandal. He wanted to marry his daughter Iris off to a fat merchant in return for financial help.
Oh.
But Iris just rather than marry the fat man, up and left. Like she ran away in the dead of night. No one knows where she is. This hurt their reputation even further, but it did not. Strangely enough, the fat man has agreed to help them out still because he's not giving up a piece of the noble pie, and two, he is hoping that he can find out what happened to Iris. And rumor has it, according to Finn's contacts, rumor has it the fat man is leveraging his contacts across Immorta to try to figure out what's going on, what happened to her.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so they had, they've had a tough time. His currently only child, Adam, is likely competing in the tournament.
Sorry, I'm just typing all of this down. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something that we have to think
A
about.
lot of information. One thing, though, that does raise a few eyebrows for you, Artos, is the fact that House Danet's heraldry is a pomegranate.
Oh.
Pierced
I
by
kinda
a pomegranate pierced by a red vertical arrow.
I look towards Isaac. I look back, and that's my phone. Thanks.
What demon is that?
This is a great time to take a break.
Yeah.
I need to hit the men's room.
It wasn't anything. It's just.
I'm gonna go get some water.
Take a break.
As I ponder the shitstorm we are walking into. This is great.
Well, you know what? You're walking into it. You can prepare.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I will see you guys in 5 minutes.
All right.
Yeah. I think Finn's expertise is gonna be really good here.
Oh
Actually.
yes, everybody's expertise is going to be good here.
Yeah.
All right. See you then.
God,
See you in 5.
Fuck, we're gonna get into a political shitstorm. Holy fuck.
We are already in political shitstorm, so there's that.
God, I really. Yeah, here's a shield from the foxhounds of Hywel who raided our farmlands. I thought our reputation preceded us, and then no, it's just some asshat.
Well, it did because people would think that once we do this, because our reputation precedes us, so they would definitely think that it's us. But it's a bad thing because they will just blame us. This is horrible.
I mean, they're elite knights though. They don't act like savages though. I think what we can do to defend ourselves is in our entire history, right, with the foxhounds and the house, have we ever done anything that was savage? Out of
the thing is, I don't think so, but I'm not sure about our
I mean, you can ask Falcon, but
or madness does anything that occurs.
Well, probably not.
Yeah.
Because knights are usually held by
Higher
values and
standards.
tenets.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So they wouldn't act like savages, and if they never had any offenses, why now? And who would be stupid enough to leave a shield from my elite group of knights?
Well, the thing, it's those things are always just an excuse, you know. Like whether we do it or not, it's not up to us to, you know, rationalize it. It's up to the you know, people who listens to that information to.
I think we'll definitely have to make a convincing argument. But these are all good points to bring up. It's like if we get brought up, it's like, okay, logically this doesn't make any sense. Why would we do this? What do we gain from this? You know.
And if we did it, then why did we bring them to a tournament where we're probably gonna get accused, right? Like near the queen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like it's not. It doesn't make sense. Like
true, but you know, sometimes it's not about sense. It's about like what people, you know, perceive this kind of incident.
Yeah,
they would just believe the things.
One of the things that is unfortunately against us is because we already have a bad relationship with House Dannit, right?
Or
so
any
they're going
other
to
houses, you know.
Well, okay, well we don't have good relationships with many houses, but definitely considering that. And considering the relationship we had with Dannit led to screaming matches, according to Falcon, I'm going to assume that we're going to have to basically kind of fight against that fact a little bit.
We might find a connection between Lucas and Dannit, right?
You might, yeah.
So I think we might want to look towards those two, right, and see what we can figure out. Because I feel like what's going to happen is that now we thought Lucas is like, okay, whatever. We're not really gonna get ourselves involved. But if they're related to Dannit, who did this to us, then we might be affected if this goes through.
Presumably it's the Dannits who are maligning your good name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I think to myself, I wonder if that blonde woman is Iris.
But
why? Why though? Why would they poison the?
I don't know.
Interesting. We might have to look into that, right?
We might.
Yeah. You might have to look into it when you reach Crownhold.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the house, our foxhounds to. I would tell Owain about the situation and kind of that we're being accused of, you know, etc. And then so that they're prepared to receive any like criticism against us. So they don't.
Do not reveal their identities unless.
Basically inform them of the situation and let them know to be tact with what they decide to talk about.
They can't be frustrated or act out, or else that's gonna make us even look worse.
Yeah. When I was just gonna look at her helmet, which is shaped just like a fox, and she says, "All right, I guess I'll be vulnerable to headshots for a while now."
Yeah, fortunately. They didn't recognize us from the helmets. Okay, cool enough.
No, they don't. She didn't. They didn't get it. You've been hiding your heraldry the whole time.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. So they didn't know. Plus, like a lot of people have carved heraldry helmets carved into fantastic shapes. So you're not the only one with a fox heraldry.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, they can wear the helmet. It's fine. They should be fine.
All right.
All right.
I guess we rest up unless there's anything else you wish to talk about, Atos, or...
That is it. Just... damn it. That's all Atos said.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. The only thing I do before I go to bed, I walk over to Finn, and I say, we'll take turns on a night watch.
Yep.
I think that's the best bet.
I think also during our conversation, after like we're able to have a private conversation, we probably like I think we should tell Finn about the dream. So like
I will. You know what? I'll just say that during our night watch, I do.
Okay. Do you?
Yeah, I'm debating whether or not Isaac wants to, because that's a personal thing, and he's little.
I think he would just tell you that we received information, or like through your, your silver.
Finn would like to ask. No, sorry, player Robin would like to know this. Is Finn's, magical senses a well-known fact within the house?
Depends. If it's needed, like. Probably not if you've never used it in front of us.
Not in front. More
I mean,
like,
you
did
said-
he ever share that he's got a vision or some sort of stuff related to that kind of, you know?
I guess that's
I
up
mean,
to you, really.
That's
Because
up
like,
to you.
yeah.
Like, would you share your visions with us?
No, not Finn. It's more like you guys. Like,
Well,
Isaac.
Okay.
Like he's got
okay.
that vision.
My premonitions.
The
Here's the
things,
thing. Isaac has been known to have dreams. I would say at this point he's perfectly fine with saying, let's just say I got a premonition, but I don't think he'd be willing to go into too much detail yet with Finn.
Okay.
Right? He's got a little bit more of a personal connection with Artos at this time, and obviously over time he's probably gonna open up a lot more to Finn.
It's
But,
alright. No.
it-
That's totally understandable. Like,
As
especially
long as you-
thinking about Finn's, occupation. It's not usually you would disclose this
Yeah,
kind of deal.
that's what I'll say. I'll just say about that. I will tell you that I got a premonition, and
But
we may need to
that's
prepare.
It. But that's it.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Finn, so during the night watch, when you say that, Finn was just like, huh. Interesting.
What can I say? I'm an interesting man. I need some rest.
Finn
I'll go to
hesitated
bed.
for a second, but eventually he doesn't say a word. Good night.
I go to bed. Good night. Good night, my friend.
All right, and the next day, Dax says, "Oh yeah, you guys, you gotta keep going. You'll arrive at another inn about. If you ride hard, you'll get to another inn by day's end, and then from there it's another day to Crownhold."
I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tip my
Oh
hat.
yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And good luck out there. Enjoy the tournament. Oh, I wish I could be
course.
there. When I was younger, I probably would. And then you just yell at the door shut on him as he starts.
We already have enough with
Dedrick.
Dedrick.
Yeah.
Dark and Dedrick could have a field day just telling each other about the good old
Yeah,
days.
the good old
Yeah. We should ship Dedrick out here.
Yes. All right. As you travel along, you notice that the roads start getting busier and busier. Plus, the roads are no longer like these muddy dirt roads, but actual cobbled roads. Speaking of the wealth, which speak to the wealth and the power of the royal house. As you go, you are people do give you a bit of a wide berth. It's a large group of knights. After all, but you do see one or two people who do just tell you, wish you luck in the tournament, and then tell you to watch out for those dastardly foxhounds. Because if they are willing to skewer women and children, who knows, in cold blood, who knows what they'll do when they believe they have the protection of the crown.
How do the knights feel about being,
They were warned.
scorned
so...
like this?
Probably
Yeah,
demoralized.
I just want to. I want to see how they're doing. Oh God!
It's a good word for it. They're upset that their reputation is besmirched, and that if they pulled out their heraldry and tried to correct it, they're probably going to be slapped down.
I'm gonna deck Dennett. I swear to God, you do not do this to my knights, you son.
Yeah.
Okay, calm down. I'm
It's
good.
okay. Isaac sees that. He may have to talk to Artos about that, but we still got to get to the city.
Yeah. All right. Okay. You get to as Dag promised, true to his word. I need to. You reached the end. I need to. I just realized I don't have a name for it. I need to generate. What's this inn called? I'm gonna put this on you guys. What is this inn called?
Oh, the inn?
The inn?
It's a new inn. It's a much bigger inn.
Is there anything notable nearby in terms of geography?
Aside from the usual stockade, and the road and the main road, no.
This is one day from the crown, right?
Yeah,
the
it's one day from
Crownhold.
Crownhold. Yeah.
I guess it's like a ways step from the crown. I don't know. That's too long. Something related to the crown, because like it's probably like a close in to the
One step
threshold.
crown? No.
I don't
What
know.
about one step in? What one step in? Because
Oh, the one step in.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
step.
I like that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
way better.
Yeah, okay, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
the one step in.
Yeah, one step in. Let me grab my DMs.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Yeah,
Just
that's-
one step in.
Yeah. Like it.
I know, I like that.
I love
I
it.
like that a lot.
Yep.
Alright.
This has to be our tavern every time you visit Crownhold. This is the place we have to go to.
This is the
Every
place we
time.
go to.
This is the place.
Oh god.
Alright, when you go in, people are, you've kept your heraldry covered. People aren't going to, like, confront you.
Right.
So people aren't confronting you. It's crowded. There are no, you check quickly, there's food, but there are no rooms.
I guess we're camping.
Yeah.
You're going to be camping back outside in the stockade, but with a larger number of people here, you might have a better chance of ferreting out information.
Okay, Finn, it's your time to shine, and also you, Isaac.
I will give inspiration to Finn, and I will go on my way and start sleuthing as well.
All right.
Artos will hand back, will like stay back, and will let
Yeah.
his retainers do the jobs.
All right. If you want to do your sleuthing, you're going to have to make either a persuasion or an investigation check. It'll be your choice. There are 3 DCs. DC 10, 15, and 20. For every one of those you beat, you get a piece of information.
Okay.
Investigation it is, I would say.
With inspiration.
Come on.
6. Roll Bardic Inspiration.
It's
Gonna make a difference.
1d6. Oh, it's a
Yes, it
Woo!
does. Okay, so
That
it
does
says
make a
that you
difference.
You get 1 piece of information.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Okay.
What's
Yeah.
piece of information?
All right. You do hear about a rumor about Marissa Lucas. Actually,
Oh.
Hey.
she's going to Crownhold to meet her latest suitor, a nervous knight named Langley Woods. They intend to formally. Yeah, he's from a lesser branch of House Woods, which is a very powerful house. So Woods is already a nervous fellow, and he's on the verge of a nervous breakdown. It's understandable, though. He's marrying the Black Widow herself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure, it won't happen again.
Alright.
But,
There's that. How do you spell
I will make a persuasion check.
All right.
Go ahead. Ooh,
Oh, that's
20.
good. 3 pieces of information. Let's see what you get.
Nice.
nice.
Okay.
This is what I'm good at.
All right.
It's so much fun to be a
The
bard.
first thing you hear, first rumor you find, is they're talking about a bandit. A bandit whose coat of arms is a hanged man. So they're calling him the Hangman Knight.
Okay.
I heard that a Hangman Knight has been spotted along the road. He's never come this far north. Has he robbed anyone? No, I don't know. Heck if I know. After you hear that one, what's the next one you hear?
A roaming boss, you say?
Yes, a wandering boss. And then you hear, and then you hear, next rumor you hear, they're talking, and one of them says, "Yeah, no, I heard 2 of those bandits are getting bolder and bolder these days. Yeah, I heard that like a few days, like a day or 2 south on the road, they found a half a dozen bodies, armed men too. they were just butchered and left for the crows, you know? Yeah. Oh yeah, I heard, yeah. It's bad times all around, man. Bad times.
Hey, interesting.
The second one is
Yeah, and third piece of information. And there goes our music.
No!
No! Come back.
Yeah.
Rhythm, you were doing so well.
Hang on.
I thought like there was like a change, like there's gonna be more suspenseful music, like what's the third piece of
No third piece of information is the most dire.
Yes.
It's so dire the music died.
He's system orders authorized the bot.
So we've got bandits. I wonder if they hired the bandits to do that.
Probably.
Yeah, they might have. They might have done that.
Yep.
Because if they hire a second party to go in and frame us. They're clearly trained enough to cause, a massacre or two. And they're being led by the Hanged Man Knight.
Do you think the Hanged Man Knight is the one that raided the farms in the first place, and then they used our?
They probably use our name.
Supposedly,
It sounds
shield is proof that you did it.
Yeah, supposedly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they could have easily either stolen a shield from us, or they could have just made one, right?
Yeah. So, still, it's a little more proof. It's proof is proof, as opposed to what you have, which is just basically we didn't do it.
Yeah, I know. We've been while you were gone. We were talking about
what arguments we can bring.
What arguments we're gonna bring when we get confronted about this?
Yeah.
What do we do when we face the queen?
Come on, Isaac. This is where you shine.
I know. I am the information gatherer.
So what's the last one?
Just sitting at the table, sipping his wine. Just listening, talking to people, conversing.
Then one person is it's like, so you hear about what the House Hywel did to those Danets, to the Danet farmers?
Refresh my memory. What did they do?
Well, they just the foxhounds invaded their lands because foxhounds they're a bunch of pussies who can't actually be bothered to face real fighting men.
God fucking.
You're not there. You're not there.
Good thing I'm not there.
Yeah, Artos starts swinging.
Yeah, they slaughtered them, but then apparently Adam Danet led a force of Danet soldiers to drive them back. And Adam's going to the capital now with the head of one of those knights as proof that they did it.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pickled and everything, so they did, so that it remains fresh for the queen to examine.
Interesting.
You think, Isaac, you think that this is just peasant just magnifying the rumor to make it sound a lot cooler than it really is.
Right, okay. But still, possibly more bullshit to the story that, the Danets are so cool and they get all the ladies and everybody
claps.
And everybody claps.
Nice.
Look how big our dicks are.
Yes. Basically, these
I wonder why we hate them so much. Oh, they don't deserve it.
This is just peasants being peasants, all right?
No, I know, but Isaac is like half thinking to himself,
Yeah.
"Oh, these Danets, oh, they are so charming." Okay, but that's good information to have.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
But the rumors are just being magnified in the telling.
True.
I guess Isaac returns with Finn to Artos, gives him the lay down, and says, "I think the sooner we get to the Crownhold, the better. We're gonna have a convincing argument. I think we should also let our troops know that we might be walking into some bandits."
Yeah. Finn, if we're gathering, Finn will also share what he gathered, and
Yeah.
Oh, with Langley Woods.
yeah, with the Black Widow and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. All right, but then again, you do really basically only going on a dream as to like the connection between this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, and aside from like the people you're talking to, the only person who knows is this. There's a fat human who's just like, oh yeah, I killed them. I killed the bandits and they paid me money. Look at my money. Look at my money. I have a bag of money right here.
Yeah.
I make money because I'm good at what I do.
I guess Isaac will just say to Artos that, like, to be perfectly honest, Artos, I think that most likely the Danets probably hired these bandits to go and do their dirty work.
Yeah.
I think if we are able to, I don't know, secure one of their leaders, we might be able to persuade them to give us more information.
He kind of thinks about it for a moment and just says, there might be a problem with that.
What exactly is the problem?
If we're the one to tell them about it, that the bandit's the one that got hired by House Danet can deny it, and
We don't
We're
have
not
solid
exactly-
proof. That's the problem.
we're also not credible. Anything that we say is not going to be trusted because we're trying our best not to be held
Well,
with blame.
there is one thing that is in your favor, though. I know this all seems like oh, this is crap. We're in the shitter. But there's one thing in your favor.
Yeah?
The queen herself, Queen Lewin, she's not she's known for her partiality.
Okay.
She's not just going to let Adam Dana walk up to her, say what he wants to say, and then go, "Oh, you must be right. You have a bloody shield. You're right. I'm gonna start leaning on House Hywel now." She's not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So if he does present it to the queen, you are going to get a chance to defend yourself.
Yeah, but it's more of like there's ways to counter the plan of like us. Yeah, right. Like
Isaac does bring up, yes, obviously if we bring the bandit leader with us, they can deny it. Obviously, this is definitely it. But the bandit leader might be able to point us into the direction of some more solid proof that we'd be able to use. So I still think possibly us being stopped by bandits would actually be more in our favor.
if that's the case, then someone had to go in contact with the bandits from House Danet, if that's the case.
That is true. We follow the breadcrumb trail.
All right. Go on it.
All right.
Meanwhile, I hope my knights can maintain their composure, because I know I must as well.
Yeah. Meanwhile, outside the knights are they're down in the dumps. One of them's listening to somebody who's like, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, those dastardly foxhounds, they literally just like impaled them all on their lances and then paraded them around. But then Adam Dana came in and saved everybody." And they're just like, "Yeah, geez, thanks. Tell us more, please."
I'm gonna have I'm gonna try to give a pep talk to my knights. I think that's something that Artos would do.
Yeah.
And it's not anything flashy. He just says something like, just stay the course. Everything will be corrected. I need you to trust me on this as your lord. Your honor, your names will be honored once more. It will be fixed. For they have also besmirched my name and my house.
Yeah, they nod to themselves, and then I'll say, yes, my lord, yes, lord, yes, my lord.
We just kill them
This is when-
until they're trash. That's all.
This is when I actually really trust Owena, because Owena would probably be sort of a good leader at this sort of time, because I think her casual attitude will help a lot. So I really trust her with this.
Yeah. This is Owena. This says, yeah. Don't worry. I'm not gonna take too much about it. Guys, remember, we're the foxhounds. We're some of the best. All right. Let them say whatever they want.
Yeah.
Okay, my knights, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let your sword speak for you. Let your actions speak for you, or not speak for you, as the case may be. Don't want to start anything we can't finish, or that might make us look, bad. But you can get any more. You can try to get any more information. Or you're just going to turn it for the night.
I think that's all we can get, right?
Yeah.
I think we're pretty good.
That's
The
probably
only
better.
thing, like, unless Isaac spots anyone of any of the named houses, or anyone who might be affiliated with them, he would probably turn in.
All right. No, yeah, you don't find anything like that. It's mostly just people who are traveling to go see it.
All right, then he'll turn in.
All right, you turn in. The next day, you wake up to discover that there has been a murder in the inn.
Uh-oh.
The fat mercenary guy who was bragging about, look at all my money, guys, I got money. He was found dead with his throat slit. His purse is missing. Everyone just kind of they don't really know how. They don't know who did it or how or what. They don't know who did it. Sorry, they know why they did it. His money's missing. They say, you should have kept your tongue behind your lips, man.
Yeah.
I ask Finn and Isaac if they, because it's the morning, right? So it's the next day. Is that they look around and see if there's anyone that's missing from their previous investigation.
Oh, that's right. Is there any of the patrons that we were talking around last night?
Like, did they go missing? Like,
yes, several. This is 8 in the morning, and some people wanted an early start.
Yeah.
Right.
Dang it. I guess no one in particular seemed like shady.
No.
I guess
No.
no. Okay.
And we didn't hear anything during the night. So.
No rats that I can talk to. no mice.
No rats. They keep. They had a ratting problem. They had a rat problem. They tried a cat. They discovered the half-eaten cats 2 days later. So they left and then came back with 2 ratting terriers. That solved their rat problem very neatly.
The ratting terrier still here?
No, they died of old age.
Damn it!
A year ago. But the rats, they established such a reputation that the rats have yet to return.
The DM was
Fair
like,
enough.
I let you do this.
It's okay. I will start making one day I will find an animal who will just give us all the insider info.
Squirrels are chatty. Just talk to squirrels.
Yep.
If you want that, you should play Tomb of Annihilation. There's a Naga. There's a Naga in there that who gives you who's supposed to act as a basically exposition machine. She gives you information. Every time I've played her, I've always just played her as like stoned out of her mind.
I have a question about the merchant that just died.
Not the merchant; it was a mercenary.
Mercenary. I heard mercenary. Oh, okay,
me too.
Mercenary.
So they've been. So that means like So far, mercenaries have been getting killed. There's like a pattern here. So
yeah, it's always dangerous to be a sellsword.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess we have to move on because there's not really much we can do here.
Yeah.
And we have
It's
there's a tournament
like
to
frankly,
attend.
it's not our business, and our
Yeah,
name's
it's not
already
our
tarnished,
business.
so it's not wise to stay here.
Well, as long as we keep like vigilant, because like now we know there's like they're aiming for mercenaries, right?
Yeah.
So,
So we can use that as something to kind of maybe investigate when we get to Crownhold.
yeah, when we get to Crownhold, yeah.
But before you go, you are going to where's the gallery of this thing here? This is why I hate wikis. You are going to get, you're going to be accosted by a youngish woman.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, she has this overburdened donkey, an almost hilariously overburdened donkey, and is carrying a large pack on her back consisting of weapons, frying pans, knickknacks, and the like.
Oh.
She has bright red hair and a ready smile on her face, and she'd like to know if she can come with you.
No.
I look at the woman. Well, what is your name before we consider the offer?
She says, you've probably heard of me. My name's Anna.
Ah, this is from Fire Emblem.
Ah, yes. Really? This
You've probably heard of me or met one of my sisters. We all have the same name. It helps keep things easy for us.
Immediately, Artos just like, yes, I've.
No, my lord. No, we don't know.
We couldn't possibly have this wandering merchant come with us. How could we possibly do such a thing?
Artos is fine with it. I mean, it's obvious she is a merchant, so she can accompany with. I don't really mind.
Yeah.
Well, if Artos is okay with it, then I see no issue with it.
You guys are making my job extra tough to do.
I put a picture.
Listen, yeah, Isaac, you say that, and Isaac, well, listen, we have to pay you to do something, Finn. You've got to investigate people.
I tell Anna that although we'd appreciate if you were to tell us what you know of what's going on around from your travels, of course.
Yeah, okay, what do you want to know about? There's a lot that's going on.
I look at Finn, I'll let him handle this. Have fun.
By all means, Finn, go right ahead.
You gotta do your job.
Finn just looks at the girl and just say, "Spill, what do you do? Why are you here?
Well, I sell things.
Then why are you accompanying us? You don't even know where
Because
we're going."
Because you're going to Crownhold. You're part of a large group of knights, and you're obviously going to participate in the tournament.
So why would you think accompanying us was a good idea?
Because I'd like the safety of a much larger group, please and thank you.
Isaac's looking at you, Artos. It's like, should I tag in, or shall we let this continue?
I'll leave that decision up to you.
All right, I will be the heroic, suave man that I am. I walk over and I say, Lady Anna, that is your name, correct?
Yeah, just Anna.
Anna, okay, of course.
What's your last name? Just tell me everything I need to know about you.
She just smiles at you and says, "What's a last name?"
Oh, great.
I think last names are only for like nobles, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, she says that and goes like, that's a good question. What is your last name, Finn?
Well, it's Swiftpalm.
Swiftpalm? Really? Interesting.
We may not be aligned in blood, me and Mina, but she's like a mother to me. So yes, Swiftpalm. Do you have a question for that?
Oh, for me?
Finn stares into your eyes when you say that.
All right. Isaac says, Well, Finn Swiftpalm. My name is Isaac Silder, as you know. Anna, we would be more than happy to let you accompany us on our journey. It will... Granted, my associate here can be a little bit paranoid, so if he asks the odd question, don't mind it. We're just, we're a little tense. We've heard of all these bandit attacks.
Just know if you try anything funny...
I just said, Isaac, that I want to travel with you because there's bandits that's been attacking.
Oh, have you seen these bandits?
No, I've seen the results. I've heard the stories.
Fair
I
enough.
really don't want to die.
Well, traveling with us, you shall be safe and sound. I hope to have more pleasantries in the future. Come, we have a long ways to go if we want to get to Crownhold in time for the tournament.
So as Anna
Actually, I have a day to go.
follows Isaac away, Finn just points his fingers at Anna and just do this "I'll be watching you" kind of gesture. Yep.
Yeah, okay, hang on. Let me put some music here.
Ah, yes.
Wow.
Ah, good times, good feels.
Yes.
Just
good
before the
times.
shitstorm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Because we all know there's going to be a shitstorm.
Yep. It is already a shitstorm. So.
I guess we travel our way to Crownhold with
Yeah,
our
as you travel to
new...
Crownhold,
With our new
as you
friend.
pass with your brand new friend, yes, as you pass through small copse of trees, what would your AC be, Lord Hywel? Actually, no. What is your passive perception, everybody?
Mine's 13.
Mine's
13? 14.
Mine's
13.
13. Excellent.
I hate it when you say that.
Well, I need to roll a stealth check here.
I should have took the alert feat, but no.
Should have bumped up your wisdom and trained in perception.
Nah, it's fine.
Nah.
Isaac's like, I don't need to bump my perception. I have a master rogue. going.
Well, to be fair, Finn did train since last turn. Within the months of, in between, he did train, and he took on the feat of skill expert,
Oh,
and
okay.
have a higher perception skills.
That's a good one to
Why is
have.
that? Yeah.
All right. Well,
you want stealth
before you
checks
guys
from-
panic,
Mhm.
Okay.
your would-be ambushers rolled terribly, so you see the tracks. They're like plain as day. You know that there's somebody waiting for you up ahead.
All right.
I prepare
Finn
my gear.
message Ardos and Isaac, just said trails up ahead, possible ambush, be on high alert.
Yeah, I think at this point we'll get into our formation.
Combat position.
Like where, yeah.
All right. Okay, so as you move along, you're ready and waiting for action. The ambush jumps out, and consists of two men with large clubs screaming, "There's more of you than we were told."
Wait,
What did they say? Sorry?
You break up for a bit. So.
Sorry, of course I broke up. They charge out screaming, "For House Danet!" And then they suddenly realize that there's a lot more of you than they thought.
For House Danet, I cracked my knuckles!
Atos.
I just say,
There's 20 of these knights.
You didn't think this through, did you? Like, not even a little.
Yeah.
Well, in our defense, we were told there would only be 4 of you. And plus, we were going to be backed up by half a dozen archers.
Rad, where are these archers?
Where are these archers?
where are the archers?
That's a very good question.
All right. Hands up in the air.
Yeah, hands in the air, right? Dropping our weapons. Hands
Drop
in the air. Yeah, don't want to die today. Not getting paid.
Oh, not getting paid. I walk over.
Not getting paid to die.
Not getting paid to die. And I put my arms around both of these fine gentlemen, and I say, as somebody who'd be willing to speak on your behalf and help you get out of this fine little pickle that you have found yourself in, who exactly paid you to do this?
Lord Alfred Dennett. That's who. Lord Alfred Dennett, that's who.
Lord Alfred Dennett. Good to know. And I write that down. Lord Alfred Dennett.
Alfred or Alfred?
Alfred.
Alfred. Okay.
We have his letter right here, and we can describe him to you if you like.
Certainly.
You have a letter?
A letter?
Nice.
Is there a wax seal?
No, it's just folded up. It's just a piece of paper. You take a look at it. Artos, it is a hilariously bad forgery, but it is sufficient enough to fool a pair of illiterate mercenaries.
So it's not House Dannett.
The sigil is House Dannett, but the letter is not. No, it is a very bad forgery. And even when you look at the sigil, it looks like somebody just painted it with fruit juice.
Yeah. Someone is
trying
to invoke conflict between us.
Yes, and
someone,
I can tell you, we saw House Dannett, man. We saw Alfred Dannett. We know who he is. We can describe him for you if you like.
It's. Well, I do know how. Do I know what Alfred Dannett looks like? Do I know what Alfred Dannett looks like?
Yes.
So I want them to. Okay, I tell them to describe it, and I want to sort of cross
fact check.
Fact check.
They describe Alfred as tall, gaunt, tan, and imposing. This is the exact opposite of Alfred. He is short, fat, pale, and is more like a small yapping dog than an imposing knight.
Okay. Well, at least you know that it seems like someone's trying to invoke our Then I'm starting to think there is a third party here. It wasn't Dannett that might have set himself up. Maybe there's a third house that actually posed as the foxhounds.
I'm actually starting to consider that as a possibility.
Yeah.
That there is somebody else in this little...
Yeah,
can we grab our stuff and go now, please?
Oh, no. By all means. You should just stay. We have much to talk. You look starved. I can get you some food.
No, thank you.
I'm like, I still got my arms around them.
It's not a suggestion. And Finn puts the blade behind their back. It's an offer. You can take it or leave it. And
I really don't want to look at him. Look at him. He's angry. He's mad. I am the good cop in this scenario, and I want to be the one here to help you guys get out of this sticky situation.
Anna's trying to go up to say, if we're going to be taking them captive, they don't really need their weapons and armor, do they?
Nope.
Can I have them?
If you can carry them, they're yours.
Absolutely. All right, boys, strip down. You heard the man.
You know, I like this girl already.
Still skeptical.
So they take off their armor, and she takes the leather armor, their weapons, and throws them out to the back of her poor donkey.
Tell you what, friends, I'm feeling in such a fine mood. We're gonna just go on a little stroll for a little bit, and we'll drop you off. Where you guys?
Once we reach Crownhold, I'll be able to find my own way.
Yeah,
we'll drop you when we drop you.
We'll drop you off when we reach Crownhold. Besides, I would love to talk with you for the journey there, with a big smile on his face. And if we can basically intimidate these guys to walk with us until we get closer to Crownhold, I guess that's what we'll do.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You basically tie them up, tie their hands, attach them to the back of a horse, and then you lead them on. And then you make a hard pace, and they half run, half get dragged along the road,
nice.
all the way to Crownhold.
I would like to describe that as an idiot tax. You know, they're paying their dues.
Yes.
Nice.
Poorhouse, damn it! Oh shit, there's more than I thought.
We're making so many friends along this country journey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably set them loose before we get too close to Crownhold because I don't want us to be like at the front gates with hostages.
Yes.
So I'm gonna probably set them loose. You know.
Yeah. Before
And,
you you set them loose before you question all, you gather all the intels you need and then you set them loose. That's.
Oh wait, can you ask them about the Hangman Night? Because they're also bandits, so they might know something.
Oh yeah, do you two fine gentlemen know about the Hangman Night?
Make a persuasion check, not a perception check. Persuasion.
Oh, I'm very persuasive. I'll take my reliable talent, thank fuck. 19.
The 19. They don't know about the Hangman Night, but they've heard of him. They've heard he was active in the southern parts, in the southern parts of Immorta, and that he's slowly been moving northwards. But they haven't really heard anything since.
Oh, very well. Just a thought.
I'm thinking of something pretty stupid, guys. Can you? Arthos is just gonna ask the two bandits, why are both of you bandits? No way to earn money. No honorable way.
We're mercenaries, sir. We're mercenaries.
Mercenaries.
Yeah.
Not smart ones.
I never had fancy education, my lord. Can we go now?
I look towards Isaac to see if he's fine with everything already. If he has gotten everything.
I give him a nod,
then,
yeah. We're good.
You may leave.
And they gradually just bow and scrape while backing up for a good 20 feet.
Before they fully leave, I just tell them if there's any job that concerns us, I suggest that you reject it. For you must remember this day.
Of course, my lord. We'll do, my lord. We'll do, my lord. Have a good day, my lord. Good day, my lord. Good luck in the tournament, sir. Good luck. Yeah. Run. Don't look back, run. And they run. Alright.
Not gonna lie, I would appreciate every time they go to Crownhold, they just come out and just oh fuck, it's you guys again.
Alright.
Oh yes.
If this was an anime, this would definitely happen.
I was gonna be half tempted to be alright, you're hired. Wait, what? We don't wanna nope, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Alright, the sun has long set by the time you reach the gate of Crownhold. The gates are shut, but they do have guards on duty.
Talk to the guards.
As you reach the gates, one of the guards from the top of the wall just says, "Oi! Sound to be recognized!"
Alright. I guess we show our heraldry at this point, right?
We have to.
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
to.
we have to. So
So you show your heraldry, you identify yourself as members of House Hywel. Alright, now that is sufficient to get the first gate open. You go inside. The second gate it's basically like a guardhouse. That's between the first and the second gate. You're stopped, and a much larger party of guards meets you there. And their leader, you can tell is the leader because he's got a big fancy feather sticking out of his cap, and just comes up to you and says, "Right then, you're from House Hywel. That means gonna have to search you."
By all means. I just look at him. You know what? I want to make an insight check on him.
Yeah,
Does this guy
me
look like he
too.
might be on he's on the take? Like this is somebody else who's telling him to do
Try
this,
to
or is this
get
standard
some-
procedure?
Yeah.
Make Make an insight check.
Can I help him?
Natural
No.
20.
You don't need
You don't need to help. He
Yeah.
doesn't need to help. Natural 20. It's not. You think that he could be on that he can be bribed. You don't know if somebody bribed him though.
He's the type of person that could be bribed. He's not like
Yes.
he doesn't have integrity. Okay, but it doesn't confirm that he actually is a.
Right, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll hold on to that and I'll just be like,
All right.
I'll just say, well, we have nothing to hide. So, by all means.
All right. They begin to go through everything you have. They do pat-down searches.
Wait, but just a question for the DM, like, because it depends on the role of the world. So, does nobles normally would accept this kind of behavior? I know we
These
are
soldiers
under...
act in the name of the queen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, you do.
I think it's
Yes, you do.
procedure. I think like to check everything that comes in, right? Like
Okay.
Yeah, although it's usually not this thorough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're literally
Well, to be fair,
making you take your shoes off, and then they're feeling around inside of your boots.
well, there's a tournament. I think Arthos will just
Yeah.
just let it go. Like he doesn't want to cause any trouble.
I know.
'cause-
It's just the
Yeah,
the world
it's just-
does it function that way. I want to be
I would assume that it's like, it probably isn't this thorough, but
Yeah.
because of one, the tournament, and two, the incident with the
crimes,
Hywels,
Yeah.
they're probably being a little extra pushy
Yeah.
with that. So
Yeah.
that's my guess as to what's going on
Yeah.
here.
And it says, yeah, and after, like, the search takes about an hour and a half. They go through everything that you have. And then they go through it again and again and then a third time to make sure they didn't miss everything. And then, the captain just says, right, yep, sorry about that, but, we were told about House Hywel. So we just had to make sure.
What
Right,
did you
don't
hear?
go. Yeah. Yeah, we heard that you did some bad things to House Down. Nothing specific. Just don't do bad things in the city, and you'll be fine.
Of course not. And then like he's just gonna clench his fist, motherfucker. He's just like, damn it, and, not damn it. Sorry, he thinks third party. You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be prudent. I can't be reckless. I have to be careful.
Yeah, we will get to the bottom of this, Autos. Don't
Yeah.
you worry.
Yeah, it just says, right. You're gonna be camping outside the gates, or you want to go to an inn inside?
Do you even have
Personally,
enough space for like?
Yeah, I think they do. You might want to be trying the Green Tree Inn.
by all means,
Inn.
we have been traveling for quite a while. I think an inn would do service to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the nicest inn, but it probably has rooms, and it doesn't have enough bugs in the mattresses to eat you alive.
I will gladly take it.
I think the knights need a good place to sleep for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll go to the Green Tree Inn.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You go in there. You go. It takes you a few minutes to navigate the winding streets to get to the Green Tree Inn. But when you do find it, it's right there, right where the guard said it was. You also notice that it's right next door to a cat house called the Jade Spring.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where's that? My notes on how. Why not she just leans into you and says, "Hey, my lord, you ever thinking maybe one of those working girls might need a bit of rescuing? Be a knight in shining armor."
Hmm?
I look at Artos. I think what she's saying is that this would be a good opportunity to show your honor.
Yeah, sure.
Actually, what she's suggesting is marry a whore.
Yeah.
Wait, who told me that? Who told me this?
Owena.
Is it Owena?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm
she's like thinking like least possible effort with this.
He says back. I will only consider it once you start putting in some effort.
Point taken, my lord.
Fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you don't want to start putting in effort, Owena. I know.
All right. All right. You when you enter the inn, you do see it is crowded, but you can't tell though if like some people are members of the city, some people are here for the tournament. And there's people all kinds. So there's all kinds of people like from all over Amora. Like it's not just like humans and tieflings, but it's also like various monstrous races like goblinoids, minotaurs. And there's even a couple of orcs who are here. You can tell them apart because of their large swords and their kilts.
Ah, yes, the Scottish orcs.
Yes. Hey, you've got a lot of things here, eh? And, hey, you got a lot of trollops here. Yeah, well, that's good for me. My walloper's not been milked by a bunny lassie in near a fortnight.
Oh boy! Oh boy! This guy.
And then hear a drunken patron say, "Yeah, about your and your kilts. What'd you hear? Hey, what'd you hear about me kilts? I heard you wearing because the sheep can hear a belt buckle from a mouth. Oh, you're in for a walloping there, laddie."
Oh god, I think we're going to get food and a show.
But yes, you go to the barkeeper, who's this greasy-looking man, who says, "Oh yeah, hey, hi. How are you doing? Welcome to the Green Tree Inn. You guys need a room? I got rooms."
Yes,
How
we'll
many?
probably need several.
How many people you have?
We have 24.
24. Oh my, that's a lot of people. How do you feel about doubling up?
I think that would be fine.
That would be fine.
All right, cool. I'll give you guys 4 rooms. It's going to be more like with 6 people per room, so you're going to get 4 rooms.
I think that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be one gold a night. That includes your meal. That includes a complimentary breakfast and dinner. Is there? If you guys need anything, just let me know. Yeah, here's the keys to your room. And have a good day, everybody.
Thank you.
Where do we deduct the gold, by the way? Is it like from our personal wealth, or I assume it is, right?
Not from like the house wealth, because like house wealth, each point
like
of wealth
massive,
is like 5,000 gold.
Yeah.
It's from your personal.
Okay,
personal
so
thing.
I deducted 1 gold. I'll handle it because I'm
Alright.
I'm the
So
house
1
head.
gold per room.
Okay.
So that's 1 gold per room. So we have 4 rooms, if I remember. Like
Yes, 4 rooms, so 4 gold. That's
So
4
4
gold
gold.
per night. So you're gonna be staying here for the next 10 days.
Yep.
Okay. I have 6 gold
Not,
left,
not
guys.
10 days. It's probably close to like 2 weeks at this point.
Okay. Okay, then we'll have a probably good night's rest, and I think I'll let Owena handle the men, since we probably have to be here for a while.
Yeah. All right.
Isaac's probably just walking around the tavern, seeing if he notices anyone that stands out, sigils, stuff like that.
Yes, you do notice someone who stands out. A small group with heraldry of a silver goblet studded with green emeralds on a black field.
Shit. There we are.
It's Lucas.
Yes, the Lucases are here, and picking a fight. They are apparently in their parties are the ones that are apparently picking a fight with Scottish orcs.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm keeping a very close eye on that group.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I don't know if I want to intervene quite yet,
No.
but
Nah. Just.
All right. Yeah. So you're watching them picking a fight, and then a thinner man, almost a lean man, comes up to you, well-dressed noble. And when you look at him, you notice he's got the Lucas heraldry on his clothes. And he looks at the crude display that's going on, and he shakes his head, curls his lip, and says, "Yeah, that's disgusting, ain't it? Look at him. Look at my brother. He acts like he's the King LaRousse. He's prancing around trying to impress everyone. Who does he think he's impressing?
maybe himself, I guess.
Yeah, of course, it's all he has. Probably, that's probably true. I mean, look, it's all he has. The only thing he likes to brag about is his prowess on the battlefield and then his prowess in the bedroom. He thinks he's hot shit. The truth is, he's middling, if we're going to be honest. And by the way, sir, my good sir, I don't believe I got your name.
Isaac. You can call me
Isaac, awesome. My name is Orton Lucas. I am the younger brother of that lout over there, Sir Nathan.
Orton Lucas. I'm assuming you're here for the wonderful tournament that's going to be held.
Yeah, absolutely, sir. I am actually, I'm here because my sister is getting married, and I'm here to help facilitate that.
Really? You don't say.
Yes, absolutely. My brother is, like that he is, he's hoping to impress a woman here with all he has to offer. You know, all, if I may be so bold, all 2 inches.
Well, that is quite the short dagger.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Say, can I buy you a drink, my good man? You look parched. Can I buy you a drink?
I'm not one to turn away any flattery. I'm making an insight check on him immediately.
Make an insight check.
I need to roll high.
Do it.
I'm using luck. Fuck it. I'm using luck.
Nice.
Because I took the lucky feat.
Okay.
Let's try again. Okay, 16.
16. Have a look here. He is, he's friendly. He's a friendly fellow.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You don't sense anything untoward from him. This genuinely seems like an attempt to get close to you.
All right. Well, I will oblige him.
He's being friendly. He probably is. It occurs to you that he probably has realized that being an obnoxious lout like Nathan is not a good way to make friends. It's not good for House Lucas. It's not a great way to make friends. So he is, he's trying to make friends. No need to make enemies where you don't have to.
Yeah.
Right. He's the smart one.
Yes.
All right. I will sit down and oblige him then. I'm kind of curious.
Yes. Isaac, is anybody else with you, Isaac?
Well, I would
When I say
say.
anybody else, I mean,
Well,
Finn and Artos, are you?
I would say Finn would watch closely where Isaac goes because he didn't.
All right.
Yeah, he doesn't want anyone else to, to got into
Get
trouble
killed.
or something. Yeah.
All right. What about Artos? What about you?
He's probably just
Staying in his
sort of handling all of the
Details?
like making sure that to facilitate sort of like all the knights being able to fix their things, stuff like that, so it's orderly. Like I don't think he has
Okay.
time to drink and probably interact with some of the patrons. So plus he doesn't want to really talk as well because
Yeah, he's not.
he's not really up to it right now.
Yeah, recent troubles are weighing heavily
Yeah.
upon his mind.
Yeah.
All right then. Orton is going to take Isaac over to the bar and sit him down. And Isaac, you feel a chill in your stomach as you realize that the Tiefling woman you're sitting next to is Marissa Lucas.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah. And she is apparently drinking enough alcohol to kill a normal man.
There's a brief moment where I kind of like glance a little bit at her, and then I go back to Orden.
Yeah, Orden says, "Oh yeah, don't worry too much about my sister. I know everyone's like, oh, she's the Black Widow, and truth is, she's actually very nice." And then she stops. She tries to look at you, and now that you're right up next to her, you realize that she's actually standing up. She is very tall, like intimidatingly so. And she says, "Oh heavens, Orden! I was under. You know I'm already spoken for. I'm marrying Mr. Langley. I'm marrying Sir Langley Woods. You know better than to bring a young gentleman caller around. You know better than that."
I see. Well, do not worry. I'm not exactly on the market anymore. I'm spoken for.
Oh well, that's a good thing. Hopefully, not visiting the old cat house next year, over yonder. Visiting.
Let's just say the cat house over yonder isn't exactly my thing. My wife would also kill me.
Order says, "Speak for yourself, because I personally don't see any problem. As I'm personally a single man, I don't have any problem indulging in the sins of the flesh, as it were."
I'm afraid those days are over for me, my friend. But by all means.
Yeah, more's the pity. But still, you enjoy it. All right, Finn.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
Oh.
This perception check is gonna save my life, Finn.
Come on.
13.
13.
That's enough to notice a half-orc leaving the tavern with a trollop in hand. You catch a glimpse of this working woman's face, and it occurs to you that she fits quite close to the description of the weeping woman that Isaac dreamt of. I mean, then again, there's a lot of blonde women around here, so.
Finn will, because he, like I said, Finn was mingling in the crowd, just pretend to mingle in the crowd and just closely keep an eye out for Isaac. So he will send a message, using message, to Isaac, and just says, "Spotted a woman match your description. Gonna tail her for a bit. Just stay safe." Yep. And he's gonna walk out and just tries to tail behind them. See where they went.
It's you don't really need to tail far. The orc is just taking her back to the brothel. He's making a big show of it.
Okay. So they do enters the brothel, right?
No, she enters, but he goes back.
Okay.
But he turns around.
Okay.
And he sees you. He says, he just gives you a little wave and says,
"Yeah.
So, you're out a little late, aren't you, my lord?"
Not a lord, just someone watching around. And this brothel looks interesting. And well, have a good day.
Hey, you too, sir. But if you're going to use the brothel, I'd recommend the young woman that I just had. Her name's Lydia.
Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
she's very good, very nice. I recommend the girlfriend package. Make everybody jealous.
Ah, that's what you got.
Oh God, is that what that is? Oh
Yeah.
Jesus.
They have rates. Yes, they have different rates for different things.
God, yeah, okay. No, I know what this is. There's a word for it in Japan. Oh God.
Rent girlfriend.
Rental?
Rental.
Rent a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Isaac is just alone at the bar, surrounded by two very, very, very
Dangerous tieflings.
dangerous individuals. But he's okay, because
Finn returned. Yeah. Just.
Oh,
like,
did you return?
Yeah, because once Finn knows where the target sits, he naturally goes back to Isaac tries to tell him that. So yeah.
Right. Okay.
He's not the type that goes into the brothel. He thinks that's more Isaac's territory, so his only interest right now is to kill someone that stands in their way. Preferably by arrow.
I want to stab it.
Yeah.
I want to stab it. Please, give me something to stab.
Give me something to stab. At this point, he's itching for a battle. Yeah. Just say.
Yeah.
Okay, is Isaac still at the bar then, talking to Orton and Marissa?
Marissa, yes.
Okay. I guess he just continues the conversation. He says,
Yeah. I was just going to say that while you're talking with the gruesome twosome, Artos, after you finish organizing everybody, you are tapped on the shoulder by an older knight, knightly-looking fellow.
I look towards him and I just say, "Yes."
Hey, are you from House Hywel?
Who's asking?
You probably don't know me. I served along with your father. My name is Joris Landseer, sir.
Oh. Okay. Do I recognize that name? I assume not.
Make a history check.
"Oh no!"
Well, you recognize the name enough to know that he was a knight who tried several times to become a member of the Foxhounds under your father and failed. He failed each time, and eventually would take his leave.
I kind of just say, "Oh, sorry. What's his name again?"
I'll spell it out for you.
Yeah.
Joris Landseer.
I sort of, I shake his hand and I just say, "Yes, I remember you."
Well, I've heard all the stories about you and what you did to the Danets, and I can't believe any of that. I mean, your foxhounds are some of the most honorable people I've ever met. You can't do that. I know it's not you, but I think I know who did it.
Oh, really now? Who?
Yes, that bandit fellow that everyone's worked up about, the hangman. I think it was him.
Why? How so?
You see, everyone's. I don't actually know, but I think it was him. He usually doesn't come this far north. I mean, the Danet lands are located a little too far north outside of his usual haunts. But with your permission, I'm sorry.
I was like, okay, that makes sense. Okay. I nod.
Yes, so with your permission, sir, my lord, and with your help, I'd like to hunt him down and hunt the hangman knight down and get some answers out of him. He's his head.
Okay, this is actually a very tough thing, though.
Alone. You don't have any counsel to talk to.
Yeah.
You're all alone.
How old? Like, how old is he? Like, is he like?
80s.
Holy shit. I kind of just say.
He moves like he's 30 years younger, though.
Oh, well, that makes.
He's
that's
fit.
cool, actually.
He's physically fit, but he is old. He's not the warrior he used to be.
Yeah.
I
should tell you just how good the foxhounds are. If that he was not, he's fit, but he's not able to
attain.
He wasn't able to attain it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I asked him, like, why do you still wish to help House Hywel after, unfortunately, if I remember, we didn't accept you into the foxhounds during my father's time.
Yes, I'd like. I know I'm not the fighting man I used to be, my lord, but I would like a chance to prove myself to you one last time.
That's actually admirable.
He nods and he just says, "Well, you have to tell me your plan." What's the strategy here?
Well, first we need to find him. He's one knight. He's just one fellow right out there. But we can find him if you've got one or two of your foxhounds. I'm sure between us we could bring him down. And if you can't, well, there's plenty of young knights here looking for fortune and glory.
I think about it some more, and I'm just like, if it's just one knight, then how did he pose a raid if it's just him?
He probably hired some mercenaries. Wouldn't be surprised if he killed them after the fact to hide his tracks.
Now that makes a lot of sense. Yo, this guy's on top of it. Not gonna lie, this guy.
He's just stumbling around. He's just getting lucky. He's probably just getting lucky.
Yeah. I mean, he is confirming our suspicions so
Yeah,
far.
he kind of is. Yeah, gotta give him credit.
Maybe by the way, and this is probably going to be the only hint I'm going to give you here.
Yeah.
Saying what you want to hear is not the same as saying the truth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Saying what he thinks is the truth.
Yeah, and
he's not saying what actually happened.
Besides, I'm still a little bit worried with Arto's history check. He might be like.
No, I'm not. The thing about his history check is it would have given you more information about this night.
I just got the bare minimum, I guess. I mean,
I guess the bare minimum.
Listen, it's up to Artos whether or not he wants to, put his tokens on this guy. But
I think he would. I mean, he did kind of. He's appealing to Artus's sort of values right now. Proving himself, but he's not overly naive. He's gonna say, "I'll consider it. Stay here. I'll talk to my knights."
He says, "Well, my lord, I know a couple of youngish knights around here. I made my acquaintances with them. I was hoping to run into you here. With your permission, I can see if I can rustle up one or two to help hunt down the hangman knight guy. Oh, my memory's not what it used to be, but I can still fight. I promise you that. I haven't forgotten so much."
It's you don't have to gather up knights. I rather that I let maybe two of my knights from the Foxhound go with you.
But the more the merrier. I know a knight. Like I said, I know a knight who's come up and willing to help.
Yes, I know, but this is a sensitive matter. You understand, right?
Yeah, I see. All right. Very well, my lord. I shall defer to your judgment.
He nods and he just says, "Let me consult first with Owena." And he sort of like goes to Owena and sort of shares what he's been told.
Yeah, all right. And Owena's
although I mean, Artus does make the point that he doesn't completely trust it, but he doesn't want to he does want someone to find this hangman knight and see his connection to what's going on.
Yeah, she listens to this and says, "Yeah, I agree, my lord. But I also think we should let him bring a couple of his knights along with him, a couple of his young, enthusiastic knights along with him. After all, if this hangman knight does have a small army with him, then perhaps it would be best if we had a small army along with us."
Okay, that makes sense. I would pick a number of knights you think are good enough for this. I personally would want Galahad on this, but I need you to stay.
Right. Absolutely. I'll stay. I'm not going out there. Let someone else get their hands dirty.
That's fair. I didn't even need to say that to her.
Yeah.
She says, "Yeah, but like I said, ask this Sir Joris about his young knights. Which knights he thinks he can trust to help us out."
Okay. I'll relay it to Joris. Yeah.
All right, see, you go to Joris and says, "All Absolutely. I will. I have a knight well, he's not really a knight, but he's a warrior, though. A good one.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll
Do
be
you
right
trust
back.
them?
Yeah, I traveled with him coming south.
I will defer to his trust, hopefully.
All right.
I have no reason to distrust it.
You're not yet, anyway.
Not yet.
Not
So
yet,
he
Yeah.
goes
anyway.
off.
Oh, I have.
Finn.
Oh, yeah, Finn.
Yeah, Finn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the orc that you saw, you followed him back to the place. You were talking with Isaac. You see the orc that escorted the whore out is approached by an elderly knight who says a few words to him and then leads him off.
Alright.
Is it him? Are we gonna have a Scottish lad in our midst?
After all. Damn.
Yep, of course. Of course.
Damn.
Isaac is currently dying, being surrounded by potential dangerous people, but at least we've got our Scottish orc. That's
Yes.
what really matters.
Yes, you have an actual combatant and a support.
Well,
who's built
Finn-
as a support class.
Well, Finn's return relayed that information and also hint you that if you are in a pickle, you can always say, I have a thing I need to do.
Yeah, Isaac's probably gonna play that card now and say, well, it was wonderful talking to the both of you, but I do have a job to do after all.
Of course. You have Lord to attend to. You have duties to perform. Absolutely, I won't keep you. But by the way, do give my compliments to His Lordship Hywel. And
New.
Of course.
Why am I not surprised?
no,
course.
you came in with your heraldry blazing.
No, I knew. He of course, he could have seen, or even if we were hiding it, I knew that he knew.
Yeah, you came in with your heraldry on, so he really didn't. He knew. He saw and he knew. So I said, yeah, do give my regards to Lord Hywel. Just tell him that it's a horrible thing, and the Queen will, with a little luck, the Queen will know the guilty party. God's willing, of course.
Yes, hopefully the ones really responsible, I stand up, will be brought to justice and brought to the
Yes.
light.
With a little luck, of course. With a little luck and the will of the gods. Have a good night, sir. And as for you, Marissa, let's get you up to bed. I don't want some man coming and taking advantage of your virtue. So, always such a kitty.
I just slowly walk away and keep an eye on them.
You keep an eye on the siblings. You and Finn return to Artos just as the orc introduces himself to.
I do the
to Artos.
Spider-Man meme. Oh, it's you!
It's you all along!
You.
No, it's
Yes, Artos. The orc has introduced himself as Angus McPherson.
of course he's an Angus.
McPherson. My
Wait until you let me spell his name. Let me spell his name out because you're gonna get it wrong.
Yeah.
Wow, that's how
I
it's spelled.
knew
Nice.
it.
Orcs are not literate.
I kind of this is actually the one of the few times that unapologetically like he has like this grin on his face because he has heard of orcs and their
Yeah,
martial prowess.
Reputations,
Yes.
Yeah. Artos gives a hand like it's like a soldier martial respect sort of thing. He gives like a handshake and just says I heard you half orcs have a reputation out there.
Aye, we're some of the toughest fighters. My name, like I told you, my name's Angus McPherson. I'm the son of Stuart McPherson, Lord of Clan McPherson and Master of 1,000 Swords, largest clan in the north.
How do you find yourself here?
Well, my father Stuart is very big on not kneeling for people like you. He has nothing but disdain for what he calls kneelers. I disagreed a bit with him on that, plus some other things, and the fact that I'm actually his bastard son. don't need to get into all that detail. It's unpleasant. But why not? But suffice it to say, I've had to come south. But I think you'll appreciate what I can do for you. Not only am I a dab hand with a sword, I've also got a bit of the wee paladin magic behind me.
Okay, he's kind of just like free real estate. He's just like kind of in his head, kind of like rubbing his hands together. And he just says, "Then, if you can handle this for me, my knights, if you've heard, their honor has been tainted by rumors about them attacking farmlands. The foxhounds of Hywel they're not savages. If you can help me
that's our job. We orcs are the savages around here. Someone's going out and maligning our reputation and ascribing it to your tin cans. Well, guess what? They got Angus McPherson hunting them down. I've got a reputation to protect."
Okay, I like this guy.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. I like him.
If you can handle this, then I will consider.
Absolutely can fucking handle it. I'm not only a dab hand with a sword, but I was raised up in the cold north. I know how to track someone around.
I just say, okay, then it's a matter of time that I may add you to my retinue. If you would accept the offer.
He says, what do you mean to your retinue? Like as an advisor or as the only your foxhounds? Because I'll have you know I'm not good with knighting and all that.
Oh, maybe just more of a personal guard. That is all.
And that, I think, is all that can be asked of me.
He nods and just says, "I'm pretty sure your appearance will intimidate maybe some of those unruly ones that may want to hurt me."
Just let him fucking try, my lord.
I like this guy already.
He's pretty rad. Yeah.
I give It says, then that will be it.
Alright, so when do we go hunting for this hangman night? Tomorrow? On the dawn tomorrow? We got a couple of days before the tournament starts.
He nods, and as the faster, the better.
Yes, I do agree. That the sooner we find this hangman, the sooner we can deal with him and perhaps get some more juicy information.
God, I can feel the paranoia of Finn from here. Like it's just like
this orc is cool. Okay, because Finn met this guy beforehand, and before doing this.
Talk to him.
So
he's polite.
Yeah, he's good.
Yes, he needs a friend, so you're going to be best friends with him.
Not necessarily best friends, but he's a useful tool. So
Isaac thinks that this Angus is entertaining enough, and I think he'd be more than happy to have conversation because the region of the north is very foreign to Isaac, so he doesn't really even know much about it. So he's actually kind of curious. Well, welcome aboard, Angus. I'm glad to have you around.
I'm glad to be around. So let's get some sleep, lads. Tomorrow the hunt is on.
Indeed.
He's so cool.
And that is where we are stopping for the night.
Yeah, there we go. Angus McPherson. Oh, so many oh god, there's so many things to consider. Like there's all the intrigue.
I'm having a lot of fun with this, honestly. It's really fun.
Oh god, I don't even know what I'm gonna do, like what Isaac's plan to deal with the Lucas family is.
I think even though we have information, we still need more. I think we just need sort of an opportunity to deal with it because we haven't been really given an opportunity to handle the problem.
We don't have the free roaming part yet, but if we do,
we have some leads. I think I'm just gonna have to think over the week as to what can I do? What kind of inn do I want to try and get to with Orton?
Yeah.
Because clearly Orton's willing to talk to me. I'm listening to Orton going oh, he knows the game and he might be smarter than me, and I don't like that.
The thing is, we don't know who's behind all this. Maybe it's them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
maybe it's Lucas. Maybe honestly, Danet could do a double take where they forge their own letter to the mercenaries and be oh, they're gonna think it's a third party, but it's actually us.
Yeah.
Right. So
So there's a lot of possibilities. here.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities. I like it. So
It's pretty cool. Anyway, guys, that was awesome. I gotta go.
Awesome.
I got it.
All right. I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah, we will be meeting up again next week.
Next week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
This
another
week,
2 weeks. Yeah.
And then another 2 weeks, and we'll be playing, according to my calendar, 3 times in October.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Due to the way the month is set up and the way my schedule works.
Okay.
But it will be 3 times in October. I don't remember the exact dates, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Okay.
All right.
All right, okay, dokie, man.
Ooh.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
I'll talk to you guys later. I'm glad you enjoyed. Good game. Good night, everybody.
Good night.